Our viewer recipe today takes us to the great state of Rhode Island for something called Rhode Island Hot Weiners. Thank you for the submission of today's recipe. Roland Roberge 9067, hope I'm saying that okay. Rhode Island Wieners. As I look at this, I'm thinking, okay, we're making chili dogs. You can't complain with a chili dog. It's one of the greatest inventions ever. There may be a spin in here. Well, we're making our own chili, which is good. Sans beans. And for those of you who don't speak French, or French Canadian, that means without beans. It's pretty simple. We're making our chili in a Cooking Guy 12-inch cast iron pan. Listen, as I was getting my pan, I was thinking to myself, it's not a sales pitch. I was thinking to myself, it has to be the most versatile piece of cooking equipment that I own. I'm not kidding. I've said it before. Get yourself a cast iron pan. Would we like you to get the Sam the Cooking Guy one? Yes, but I'm not gonna force you. Get one from your grandmother. If she's not using it, if she's using it, gotta leave it hands off. Don't touch it. Go to a yard sale, find one, get one, you'll use it for everything. How many things have we used it for? You gotta put together a list one day. It doesn't stop, the list goes on forever. Anyway, we make our chili. Chili takes about a half an hour to simmer away, and then we cook our dogs and we build them. Piece of cake, or as they say in Rhode Island. How do they talk in Rhode Island? Piece of cake. No need to write this down because the recipe is below, but Roland's recipe begins with a 1/4 cup of butter that we will melt. Cast iron pan, way to go. Everybody loves it. Okay, melt faster, come on. That's not the pan, that's me with my heat down too low. All right, while we're waiting for the butter to melt, in can go 1 onion diced up. And this will just mush around, getting the onion covered in a little butter and allow this to soften 3 or 4 minutes. 2 things. We've determined that a Rhode Island accent would be similar, we're guessing, to that of Boston. And I looked this up. What is a Rhode Island wiener? It's a pork, veal, and beef mixture topped with a special meat sauce, onions, celery, salt, and mustard, served on a steamed bun. Well, Roland did not tell us to steam the bun, so we might have to do that. The combination is perfect, and it would be insulting to serve it any other way. And most places will be appalled if you do. Oof. All right. I better not jack with this too much. I do want to add one thing, and it's time now. Okay, there was no garlic in this, and I'm sorry. I just think a little garlic would be good. Do I get creative license, Max?
You do.
A little. So we won't put a ton in, just a little splotch like that. Mush it around, let that get fragrant, and then we add a whole bunch of other stuff. There we had 2 tablespoons of paprika, uno and dos, 2 tablespoons chili powder, and I only have chipotle chili powder. Hope I'm not offending. 3 teaspoons of cumin, which interestingly enough is 1 tablespoon. I think there's a lot of seasoning in this and I'm gonna like it. A teaspoon of ground mustard, 2 tablespoons Worcestershire, and that would be 1 and 2. And we mix this together. Oh, there's a lot of great smell coming off of this, boys. We're gonna add 1 pound of ground beef in. We'll break it up and we'll let it cook till it's no longer pink. All right, so 6 minutes-ish. We've lost the pink to the beef, smelling good. There's no salt. This has not been salted, nor is there salt on the recipe. I think it's gonna need it, but I'll reserve judgment for when it's done, though I don't think it's gonna change. Now we do this. We add 1/4 cup of water. We give a little mix. We bring it to a boil quickly. Quickly, I say, quickly. Cooperate with me. There we go. Boiling. And as soon as you get there, I'm very happy. It's like one of those Japanese gardens for me. I like making it all even. All right, now we turn it down to a simmer. We leave it for 30 minutes. And when we get close to the 30-minute mark, we'll deal with our buns and our dogs. Okay, I forgot 2 things. The first is a 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. Pretty certain Roland was watching going, idiot, idiot, you left out my shit. And the other one is 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. A little more mixing. Now we can let it simmer for 30 minutes. Chance, why didn't you remind me? There we go. Seriously, that would have made a huge difference. Look at this. So this is a half an hour later, right? It's a pretty dry chili, but let me tell you one thing. We've been sneaking bites of it, and oh shit. Rhode Island Hot Weiners is true because it is H-O-T. I mean, it didn't hurt that I used the chipotle chili powder, but the whole thing is fabulous. So now we have to deal with dogs and buns, and I've got a great idea. Beside me is a pot of boiling water. I'll take the lid. Thank you. I'm only gonna do 3 for now. The recipe says it makes 8. I'm only gonna do 3. I'm gonna take 3 dogs, natural casing, all beef, and they go. I'm gonna give them 5 minutes. They're already cooked. I'm gonna put this on top. And remember when I read that Wikipedia thing, it talked about steam buns? Well, we're gonna steam buns. Like that and like that. See you in 5 minutes. All right, we're ready. Look at soft, fluffy, steamed, beautiful. So here's what we do. Just open them up a bit, and with the helicopter flying over top, we're gonna put 1 dog in each. Oh, fucking hell, now a plane. And now, the best part. I like seeing the wiener ends at both sides. I like wiener. Okay, they each only get 2 small things. Please do this properly. A little mustard. Because what do we read? If you do it the wrong way, you're gonna get shit on by everybody in Rhode Island. And last but not least, just a little onion. And I've made this white onion, not yellow, because I want to get a hit of the spiciness. You know, white onion's got more than the other guys. I'm being so gentle, I just don't want to mess these up. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you Roland Roberge 9067's Rhode Island Hot Weiners. I like wieners. Well done, buddy, well done. Well, if those aren't beautiful, I don't know what is. Honestly. I don't know if I want to know a person who doesn't like a hot dog. And this one is mine. Spicy. The spoonfuls of it we had were really spicy, but it dumbs way down by the time bun gets involved, dog gets involved, onions, mustard. I'm trying to eat really well these days. I told myself, I'm only having 1 bite. I'm having more. Listen, I've never been to Rhode Island. I didn't even know the Rhode Island hot wiener existed, but if they make them better than these, I'm gonna move to Rhode Island. This is one of the best hot dogs I've ever had. And I love a chili dog, and I've made chili dogs. There's a great chili dog recipe on the website. This is, honestly, it's next level. Boys, just you wait. As Hamilton would say, just you wait, just you wait. And by the way, these were all beef, natural casing wieners, hot dogs. Look for the natural casing. When you bite this, it snaps. It's the only kind of hot dog to have. Roland Roberge, you're getting a Cooking Guy knife. Reach out to us, info@thecookingguy.com. We'll make sure you're you. You know you're you. We just want to know. We'll get you a knife. Everybody, that's the deal. All March, viewer recipe month. Comments below. You type March, : list out a recipe. If we make it, you get a knife. It's that simple. I have to go eat the rest of my hot wiener. I like wieners. See ya.